Okay, guys, so what I've done is this is all designed to go in order. So make sure you're working from the top down. It won't let you do the next thing until you've done the thing before. I need to take this off. Let me fix that right now.
I gotta flatten out the paper, get across the page.
That's okay. Just take a picture and upload it, and then you can hand me the paper, but it won't let you go to the next thing until... not graded. Okay, good. Can I make it just, no.
Wait, I can just do it on the phone.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're gonna go...
This one, the jig?
Yeah, that's the jigsaw. So today we're gonna just do kind of a crash course on taxes. So you should be on Y taxes. And then let's just go simple. The first thing is, I want to know what 3 things you want to know about taxes. I can guess, but if you tell me, that means I can use that to put together a better unit for what you guys are stressed about or what you want to know about.
Am I able to use the printer?
My printer?
Yeah. To print out my W-2?
I can work with you that in a minute, okay? Okay, so first right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign everybody one of these to do. So Ricky, you're going to be the first one. Then we're going to do Robert. Then we're going to do Paul.
Alright.
Then we're going to do Eric. Then we're going to do Donato. Then we're going to do me. And then I'm just going to copy and repeat. You're in charge of those ones. Eric and Donato. Okay, so I didn't list everything that gets paid for by taxes. There's going to be a few more listed in the articles that we're going to read. And if you write them down and figure out which tax pays for them, you get extra credit.
Wait, what? Repeat that?
Okay, so I didn't list everything. So these are just some of the things that our taxes pay for. I didn't list everything. There's quite a few other things in the articles that they discuss specifically. If you list them here and tell me which tax pays for it, you get extra credit. Make sense? So your job right now is to do 3 things you want to know about taxes, and if you get done with that, look at where your name is and do those.
So I gotta do police?
You've got a couple. You've got police, and you've also got Congress. Yeah.
Firefighters and presidents. So what we need to what is it?
So for these ones, you just Google it up.
What taxes pay for?
Mm-hmm. Just try to find out which tax pays for it. Examples of taxes: property tax, state income, federal income, sales tax, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, things like that. I'm going to pause the video recording. There we go. Okay, just remember that anything local usually is property taxes. Anything state is usually state income, and anything federal is federal income. So let's knock this out top to bottom. Ricky, who pays for the paving of the roads?
General taxes?
It's actually usually a tax on gas.
Oh yeah, it looks like one of the things is
So the reason that we put a tax on the gas is if you're driving on the road more, you're wearing it out quicker. So anyone who's driving has to use gas. So that's going to be why they tax it. So when we go electric, they're going to have to come up with a new method of doing that. Okay, local schools. Robert, who's paying for local schools? How's that paid for?
property taxes.
Property taxes. State colleges. Paul.
I bet it's
Go ahead, give me your best guess.
The IRS tax,
Nope. Try again. Go ahead and Google it up.
home tax,
Nope. Eric, who pays for the police?
property,
Pardon?
property,
Yeah, property taxes. Donato, who pays for the firefighters?
local taxes,
Which is
yeah.
property.
Oh, property tax, property.
Okay, state troopers, state income tax. Sometimes it can also be state sales tax. It depends on the state. So there's a state income tax, there's a federal income tax, there's a state sales tax, and there's a federal sales tax. Ricky, who pays for the FBI? Which one of our taxes that we pay pays for that?
Federal, income,
Robert.
federal income,
Yep. Paul, Homeland Security.
um,
He's like, let me Google.
it is. Home
Home what?
tax,
Property tax?
yep,
No. That's not what I found. We'll come back to you. Eric, who pays for Congress?
federal,
That's what I got. Although I'm wondering if it's actually paid from state income. So I know it's an income tax, but I don't know if it's state or if it's federal. I read a few articles on it and it was unclear because in some of them it sounded like the state that you come from pays your salary, and in some of them it sounded like it came from the federal government reserve. Does that make sense? So I've got to find out if there's like a hybrid or how that works. Donato, what did you get for the president?
federal income tax,
Totally right. IRS is federal as well. Ricky, Social Security, what's the name of the tax?
payroll,
Yes, but it's also just called Social Security.
oh, so you want,
Robert, Veteran Affairs, how is that paid?
what?
How is Veteran Affairs paid?
Federal?
It is. Paul, how about the military?
They're paid by, property tax.
Where are you finding this?
It's, yeah,
You're guessing?
yep.
Paul, I'm not good enough. You've guessed on
Federal income tax.
You've guessed on all of yours and you don't have any sources, so
Well, it's because I don't know what to look up, and I just finished that one sentence.
okay, let's start with state colleges.
What do
Paul,
you look up?
look up what taxes pay state colleges. I'll scroll down for you. I didn't mean to scroll down that much. Okay, Paul, we're ready for yours. What do you got, Paul? Any of them.
Okay. Homeland Security.
Okay, what pays for that?
I haven't got it yet.
Well, tell me this. Is that local, is that state, or is it the nation, whole nation?
Homeland should be nation.
So federal income tax. Okay, military. Local, like city.
It is federal.
Federal, so federal income tax. What about state colleges?
That is local.
It is, well, it's not local. Local usually means just the city.
Well, it's State
Mm-hmm.
wide.
So I'm gonna make that state. I just was lazy to write stuff. State income tax. Okay? That's how that works. Now, there's going to be a few more readings, and as you find things in your readings, as it lists specific things as an example, if it's not one we've covered, like hint, hint, post office, add it and then figure out which one it would be. Okay? That gets you extra credit. So this is really simple. You're just going to click on the link I'm giving you. So I literally gave you the link directly in the question. Really, all I'm looking for is that you can read this chart. There are 3 main categories. There are percentages for each category. There's a list of things that that category entails. Okay, I want to see those things listed in this table. So for example, there's nothing to list with the interest on the national debt because that's the only thing it's doing. It's paying 8%. So here, I would say interest on the national debt. There's nothing for me to put here, but it's 8% here. All I'm looking for is that you can bring that chart and you understand what's on that chart. I'm literally trying to keep it as basic as I can for 2 reasons. One, taxes are super complicated. There are hundreds of books of laws on taxes. There's no way I know all that stuff. All I know how to do is very simple, everyday people taxes. But I want you to have enough understanding that you would know where money's going, what it's being used on, and to have a general idea of how much is being spent on each part. So go ahead and get this onto here. So the next part's pretty easy. You're just going to click on this article, read it. Honestly, I am not looking for a great long explanation. When I'm looking for something approximate the length of this paragraph, I'm looking for you telling me, citizens of the United States of America pay property taxes, sales tax, state income, federal income, blah, 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 blah. These taxes are used locally to do police, schools, fire. Gas is used to pay for roads. Federal income taxes pay for federal services such as Social Security, Medicare, etc., etc., etc. What I'm looking for is that you're summarizing it and making it simple so that it's easy to understand and that you could actually remember that. In your own words, not a ton, just something. Then there's a tax bracket, super simple. This should be really simple, straightforward. Then you should be done pretty quickly. I'm expecting you to be done early so that you can go back and make sure anything's missing is turned in. Tomorrow, if you have a W-2, bring your own W-2. If you don't have one, I will have one that you can use for a fake one so that you can learn how to fill out your taxes. So if you have your actual one, you can bring that tomorrow and we'll do our taxes tomorrow, turn them in. A W-2 is, do you have a job? Okay, so a W-2 is a record of all your earnings for the year, how much the government has kept, how much you have kept, and all that kinds of stuff. If you can send it to me, you can. Let me just stop the recording because we're done.